All right, and we are back with episode 2 with Latoya Spencer. Once again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I know episode 1 was a little, it wasn't dark, but it was just I wanted to get Toya's story because I always wanted to know how she was able to look like she wasn't in a depressed state. So I'm glad that she's here to share her story with us. So we're gonna get into dating then, you dating the ex to dating now. Like what's the difference now? Like you know what I'm saying, like from then to now.
I think dating before I was younger,
Wow.
so I didn't know much.
Okay.
Versus me being, well, I'm about to be 33.
Okay.
I know a lot, and I know what I want,
What you want.
and I know when I'm not okay with something, I know to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus when I was dating him or even married, I would allow things to happen.
Okay.
That I knew wasn't okay. But once you let a habit, let them do it, it becomes a habit.
It becomes a habit, yeah.
So I realized if I don't like it and don't agree with it, I need to speak now.
Yeah.
And not just say, oh, well, let me go ahead and do this. And then they be like, oh, well, she was fine with that, so let me do it again.
Exactly.
So that's what I really learned. Because I'm like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, yeah. So basically,
And I'm quickly
you grew up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would quickly say, no, I don't agree.
Yeah. But that's funny though, because the Toya that I know didn't hold her tongue.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
remember
and I was sad.
specific incident. Yeah.
Look, I'm still that way. I think I'm a little bit worse now because I'm like, no, that ain't right. Nope. And like, I don't even sit on it.
Okay.
If something is bothering me, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Like,
you
right
didn't sit on it that day.
Yeah, I know. And I think I know what you're talking about.
I know you should.
But
you put that man's dread out.
yes, I'm trying to get better in life, guys. But just don't put me in a dark place because it could get really ugly.
And it did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. She pulled that man's lock out.
Yep, because it's all about respect, okay?
And
when you love someone, you don't disrespect them. And when you start doing things and pushing, I seen a push, and then next thing I know,
she blacked out.
I blacked out, and that's what I do. So that's why I don't like to be in a dark place. And that's why I have realized it's better to speak on stuff instead of letting things, just stick.
Yeah, girl.
Because that's what I was doing in my marriage.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to do in a lot of friendships and with my family. And I was like, no, I gotta talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
That's because I will black out and it gets really ugly. So I don't want to be that person no more. So that's why I go ahead and something bothers me, I'm like, hey, let me talk to you right now.
Address this now.
Let me tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it better with dating now.
Okay.
Because we understand each other.
Okay.
Versus if I'm not good with it, I'm not good with it.
Right. Okay then. Well, that's good. That's good. So, because it's clearly a different, it's just different.
It is.
It's, just the whole look is different.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, okay. All right. So, we're going to go into some, get into some little bit of questions. So, with your parents' marriage, what was it that, did their marriage, or does their marriage, did it have anything to do with your outlook on what marriage was supposed to look like?
Yeah, my mom, y'all know my mom is, she's the sweetest thing ever. And they're like totally different people. Mm-hmm. And it was some stuff my dad would do, and I'm like, who doing that? And I was like, that's not gonna be me. Like my mom was like, they worked through their problems, right. But I just knew I didn't want that because, it's too much for me. Mm-hmm. I just like things to be smooth. Okay. And I don't like to argue. Okay. I hate arguing. I don't like that. Like, we can't sit down and just talk. Okay. I don't want it. So that was my whole thing about marriage. I knew my mom wanted us to, have mom and dad in the house. Mm-hmm. So that's why they worked through most of their issues. Okay. And my dad, his mom, was a firm believer in you wrong, you right. And she was gonna say what she had to say. She didn't care if that was her son.
Okay.
She'd be like, we're
Okay.
not doing that. So I really respect that. And I respect my mama still, believing in my dad, because he is a better man today.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was hope there. And
Okay.
maybe my mama seen a lot of hope, but no, I ain't have no hope. So, I had to go. So,
All hope was what?
yeah, there you go. So, I didn't have a choice. But
That
my mom
is
seen, my dad was a hardworking man. He made sure everybody was good.
Okay.
And she had that. I didn't have that in the marriage.
Okay.
So it was like, pros and cons that I did see in my parents that I was like, hey, my mom knows when nothing's enough. And my dad know when he done messed up. So, but I was in a marriage where, I'm fed up, but you're going to just keep on piling this stuff up and think I'm supposed to just sit here. I was like, no, that's not. So that marriage was really a big thing to me.
Okay.
Because I was like, they're good when they're good.
Right.
And it was like, we'll be good. And then, like I said, after the first baby, it was never a good time for me. It was horrible. So I was like, when we had family vacations, my family vacation was me and my son. He was left behind. And I'm like, this is not what a marriage is supposed to be. Then you have people like, hey, where he at? Home at work. He don't even be working. He not here. Stop asking these questions. And I was like, when I'm in that place, that ain't good.
Yeah.
Because my parents wasn't in a bad place like that. My dad went where my mom went.
Right.
My mom went wherever my dad was.
Okay.
Even when my dad wasn't deeply in the church. I don't know if y'all remember. But y'all see him there every Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when I used to go to church, he'll come once a month. I'd be like, what is this? And we supposed to be married. So I was like, It's just like little things like that really let me know this is not for me.
Okay.
And like that marriage really did help me.
Okay.
Because I knew like a man's supposed to be there. They supposed to provide. I mean, we live in a day and time where both people got to provide, and we ain't gonna make it. But I knew what I was going through wasn't right.
Okay.
And when I sat down and talked to my mom, and she would talk to him, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do better. But that never happened.
Okay.
So yeah, their marriage was really a big thing to me.
Okay. So you mentioned that, man's supposed to provide. So do you believe in the gender roles?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because like I said, if one person go to work nowadays, we're gonna be really tight and hungry. Because you need a check for food and you need a check for bills.
But I tell you.
So it's impossible for that to happen.
Okay.
But if you do see your other half going to work, and when you need something they can help you, and I believe in spoiling my man if I have to.
Right.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
If I want to go on a trip and he's like, hey man, I ain't got it. Well, we got it.
Yeah.
We gonna go. Where we wanna go.
Okay.
That's how I look at relationships.
I got you.
Because I mean, hey, men deserve, break if they're worth having.
I was gonna say if they doing what they supposed to be doing.
Yeah, if they
Okay.
But
okay. So do you believe in that? Now the big rage is that 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
So do you believe in that?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see maybe the woman. I mean, for rent, we both live there. Go ahead and pay that rent half and half. I mean, just because that stuff is high. This rent is like $2,000 for nothing. Mortgage is higher than it ever been. So it's just like you really, as of now, for a relationship, you really have to go half and half.
Okay.
Because you never know, that person might do it all, and you don't even know that they really hurt and stressed because they trying to make sure everything is taken care of. Why sit over there on your money and this man is over here crying every night because he don't know what he gonna do next? So I mean, 50-50, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I don't care. Like, as long as it's a little help there, though.
Okay. All right. So do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Have I found mine yet? I don't know. I know it's been a good time though.
Okay. Okay.
A very great time. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm trying not to get into him yet. So, what do you believe in love at first sight?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Now, because I think I asked somebody else that, and their answer was, they don't believe that it could be love at first sight.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know if you want to really be with somebody
Mm-hmm.
after a week or two.
I agree.
Because you can see the habits that occur in a week or two. Can't nobody hide behind no habits for no 2 weeks. If they can, they need to be rich. But it's going to be a habit that you're like, I don't know about that.
Right.
So, I mean, I do believe in it. Now, will I ever marry again? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not pressed.
Okay.
Because people like, you've been with such and such for how long? It's fine. We both understand. Because I'm traumatized for marriages. So. But if you want to get married, congratulations. Don't go off of me. I'm traumatized. I'm still healing. So.
And this is just the soul. This is just the sole opinion of Latoya.
I'm just saying.
She is not trying to deter anyone from
Right. I mean, hey, that's you. Don't base your life on me.
Do you? Okay, so I want to ask you on the financial side, because you are an entrepreneur, okay? And so if you were to get married again, as finances go, is that something that will you have your own account and he has his, you have a joint?
We'll do that for her. What's mine is mine, what's his is his.
Even in marriage?
Until he want to share. If he want to share something, I want to share something. We just get to each other. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in, I mean, my money is my money. His money is his money.
Okay.
And that's how I was in my marriage. Like, when it came to bills, we would put it together.
Okay.
And make
But
sure
you
the
didn't
bills.
have a joint account.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, there's that. So, what do you think causes, as far as finances go? Like, what in the marriage, what causes a lot of financial strain?
I can talk about mine.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying all the bills just about.
Okay.
And then I would say, like, where's your money going? And I would never really get a real answer. I thought the answer was real.
Okay.
But then the truth came out.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, wow. But it's hard because I was like, stressed out that I wouldn't have money to pay, like, the light bill or stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You say you're going to work every day. Where's the money? So that was really stressful for me. That's why I say I don't believe in the guy doing all the work.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
Because I was actually in those shoes.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, I'm really stressed out. What am I going to do? How am I going to make this work? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely though. So tell me some, okay, let's go back to the marriage. So, you know how we talk about red flags, okay? So what were some red flags that you saw and then was like, okay, I'm gonna overlook that?
Buying shoes every paycheck. And bills need to be paid. That was kind of weird. But you would think, I don't know. I'm trying to give people chances because I don't want to automatically be like, not give anybody a chance.
Yeah.
So I was a believer in like giving a chance, and his grandfather was amazing. And that's who raised him.
Okay.
So I'm like, it's in there. It gotta be because that's who raised you. But then when I seen that it wasn't in there, I was like, Lord, I done messed up here. Because I thought you was gonna be granddaddy Junior. And you became Satan Junior. And I was upset with myself. Like people were like, are you mad at him? No, I was mad at myself for believing more than he was believing himself. So that's what made me upset because I'm like, it was a lot of red flags. Okay. Even with family, like I would see how some of his family would act, and I'm like, And you know, DNA is DNA, so if that person act that way, you know.
Can't change that.
Yeah, you know deep down inside it's a little something in there.
Yeah, it's a sprinkling.
But I try to overlook that.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
And I overlooked too much. I didn't look at. Maybe if we start looking at things, we put ourselves in bad positions. So
that potential though.
It was. I thought it was some potential there. And you know, people like, well, what was the best thing of y'all marriage? That man could clean, y'all. He would clean the house up and down. I'm tired of cleaning down. That's the thing I miss. No, I'm just being real. We gotta be real, right?
Come on.
But no, he would clean, and I'd be like, Lord, thank you. Like I'll be happy because I love a clean house. Yeah. But now that I gotta clean every day by myself, I'm like, whoa, this is too much.
Like, would you hire him to clean your house?
I would. I really would. I just be like, I'm tired of cleaning. I am tired, but my kids are able to, you know, vacuum, take out the trash, so it's not as bad. But he will fold up clothes on a Sunday, and I mean that was the good stuff. But it might not be a lot to y'all, but
that's enough.
I didn't have to clean and worry about stuff.
Come on.
Now I would cook, and he would clean up the kitchen and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh
See,
my goodness.
that was the thing.
The good stuff.
That was the good stuff. And I was like, I was good with that.
Okay.
But then when I was like, well, that ain't paying the bills, baby. Hold on.
I mean, it's good for the right now.
It was good for the right now. But it wasn't paying the bills. And I had to look like, listen, you can't keep doing this. You can't. You can do bad by yourself.
Yeah, you can.
So I chose to do bad by myself.
That's right.
I was like, I got 2 kids. That's all right. We're going to figure this thing right on out. And I was like, hey,
you figured it out.
I did, because we're doing great.
Great. I love it.
We're doing great.
I love that.
They don't miss nothing at all.
Yeah.
Which you can see, because they be doing everything.
They do everything.
Yeah, they run my pockets.
Yes, they do. and they run it well. I will say that. So, going back to your parents' marriage, what are some things that you, from their marriage, that you will implement in your next marriage if you marry, and some things that you won't implement, like
talking things out and making sure that I have a man that's willing to work.
Okay.
And if I'm out of work, he can still take the slack.
Okay.
Because I remember my mom being out of work and bills wasn't really her worry. Because my daddy, he's gonna make it happen. Okay. But I mean, like, that's a big thing to me. Because I don't want to feel like I gotta worry about this, I gotta worry about that. So bills is the main thing because, you know, you don't pay something, you're gonna be hungry, something gonna be cut off, somebody gonna be hungry. So
where everybody's going.
Yeah, everybody gonna be hungry. So we never had to experience that as kids.
Right. So
that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, my mom and dad will argue sometimes in front of us. And that's trauma. So that's one thing I realized, I don't want to argue in front of my kids. Okay. If I know something's not right, I say, hey, can y'all come pick kids up? I gotta resolve something. Okay. Like, I don't like the arguing in front of them because the time that I did argue in front of my oldest, he can still remember it. And he's about to be 9 years old. Jesus. So yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That baby remember that thing.
He does.
So tell me, again, I know you are saying you may or may not get married, but what has been like a top-notch relationship advice that someone has ever given you?
I look at Pastor Keon a lot.
Okay. I like
So,
him.
yeah, I'm like his biggest fan. But I look at how him and Shawnee always, talk things out and how he explains their love for each other.
Okay.
And what he wants from her and what she wants from him.
Okay.
And it's a big thing because, like, basically you have to have a plan of what you want before you go trying to find love for anybody. And you have to make sure that you're physically okay.
Right.
And healed.
Okay. That's true.
Before you try to open up and try, to be with somebody or make things right and start putting requests on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you doing that and you're not really healed and understanding, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So looking at him, I'm like, I take all marriage notes, dating notes from him.
Okay.
Because they're really happy.
Yeah.
Even like, my dad would tell me things, give me advice and stuff. Like, my dad would sit there and tell me how good my mom is to him. And my dad is a touchy person.
Okay.
So he would touch on my mom and stuff in front of us, and then I'm like, moo, 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 and I'd be like, stop doing that. The man loves you. Yeah.
Because the minute he stops, you're going to be
right. So I'm like, chill, mama, it's okay. But he's very affectionate with her. And I like that. I like, I tell, the person, but now, hey, I'm physically, you got to touch me.
Yeah.
I want to see if this connection still here. So that's just me.
Okay.
But that's what I learned from my dad, because that's when my dad sees my mom dressed up or just, see her in his presence.
Yeah.
He has to show her.
Come on.
And then you got my mom over here moving out of the way like she a 2-year-old. I'm like, Mom, let the man love on you. So that's what I hear from my dad. I just love that because that's a love language. Touching, letting the person know that you still attracted to them.
Yeah, that's
because they've been, I think, married for 30 years.
Wow.
Yes, that's a long time. Because
That's
I was tired. I was hearing stories. So, but yeah, I was tired. I didn't make it 10 years. And that's my thing. And when I'm tired, I be like, hey, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I don't work things out.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
But you said you tried.
I did try.
You did say you tried.
But my try be like, try. I'm not gonna lie, I'm telling y'all the truth. Like, I keep seeing things happen. This is a little try.
Yeah.
That's how I'm like, hey now, we're gonna try one more time. And we might not make it through the whole time, but that half the time, you ain't showing me nothing. Baby, I got to go.
I got to go.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. So you mentioned being, healed before going into, so how long was your healing process?
A lot of people don't know that, like I said, I was already broken with my second child. So I was behind closed doors trying to heal myself.
Okay.
And I was getting therapy, and he didn't know why I was going to therapy.
Oh.
But I was like, because something ain't right. I'm about to spiral out of control.
Got you.
And I'm about to have a mental breakdown. So I need to go get the help that I need to get. So I did therapy, and I had talked to a good friend, and then I had presented, I have a cousin, and I tell her everything. When I told her that I was mentally checked out with him, and that I was about to divorce him, she was shocked.
Okay.
She said, well, you did that well. I said, because I didn't want nobody in my business.
Right.
But I was healing from 2018. 18, 19. Yeah, so when the divorce, I was happy.
Yeah, you were already.
I was happy when he got out.
Okay.
There was a celebration then. So that's when the celebration started.
So you were already done and healed by the time the divorce was final.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just.
So that was smart.
Yes.
That was smart.
Because
I know somebody else that's like that. Like they already they're healing within already like within the issue, so to speak. So that by the time it's over, you've already healed. So
yes, that's
okay.
how I was. I
Yeah.
wanted to be over with it.
Yeah.
When the chapter closed, it was closed.
Yeah.
It wasn't opening back up.
Yeah.
That's when we closed the chapter, but we had to fight for custody.
Okay. Okay.
So that was when anger came in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to heal from that.
Yeah.
I wasn't healing
from the relationship. Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
you see me put up little things,
Yeah.
that's what I was speaking about.
Okay.
Because I'm like, this joker really got me messed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, but I fought for my kids because I knew what was best for them.
Right.
But my marriage, no, I already had my mind made up.
Yeah.
Me and Jesus talked about. I told you when that discount happened, I said, Jesus, you did that. So it was over. Well, I was actually healed with that price. Because had it not been for the Lord, I'm just
who was what?
What? My son,
Come
because
on.
I got out.
Come on.
It was like, $480.
Yeah, from 1,000.
From 1,000.
Let's repeat that again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I knew right there, I was like, oh no, I'm healed already.
Come on.
Because I knew I was paying for that divorce myself.
Okay.
Because he already had made it clear, I'm not paying for no divorce. He almost wasn't going to sign the papers, but he had a choice. He had to have a sign free with the court.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
yeah, it was like, I was happy and healed then.
Yeah.
Because once I got that energy away, I was really happy and free.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah, you again mentioned healing. I just had a conversation with Brian's dad and talking about, some things with himself. And then because I told him, I was like, I'm glad I took that time to get Phaedra back, because Phaedra was gone. Like,
Right.
I totally lost Phaedra within the marriage.
Right.
Because my world centered around him.
Right.
And so I lost me. So I was glad that I didn't rush back into something else.
Right.
And things of that nature. So I was glad that I took that time to get Phaedra back, because Phaedra was gone. Phaedra was out of here.
Right.
So I got Phaedra back, and then I literally healed. Literally. And so I was able to, handle a lot more. So I was glad that I took that time to actually do that. So that's a great thing. That healing point. It can, and sometimes there's still some triggers sometimes, that'll come up, but it's not as strong as it was.
Exactly.
So that's another step.
Right.
Another victory moment. So,
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So episode 2, we are gonna take another break. Can you do one more episode?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do one more episode, and we'll be right back.